How many of you use this lens? The Sigma 18-35 f1.8 Art. It's incredible, right? Sigma has taken this lens and reimagined it. Let me introduce you to the DG-DN, that's full frame, 28-45mm f1.8 Art. It's available in Sony E mount or like we have it here in the L mount on a Lumix S5 IIX. This is the world's first zoom lens with a constant f1.8 aperture for full-frame mirrorless cameras. Think of it as several f1.8 prime lenses in one lens weighing about 2 pounds. We use its predecessor on the Canon C70 and Blackmagic Pocket 6K Pro for some of our videos. An autofocus-enabled zoom lens that can shoot as wide as f1.8 is a dream, but only if the focus is reliable. In these tests, we're trying out the rack focusing capability. We have the speed and responsiveness turned up all the way. And just to make things a little trickier, we have some 60 frame per second footage of a dog running around in a backyard using the animal focus mode on the Lumix S5 IIX and the April 2024 firmware update. What makes the response of the lens so accurate is the internal HLA or high response linear actuator, like we're seeing on many of the latest Sigma lenses. This lens also has a new optical design to minimize focus breathing while also having low to no chromatic aberration. In shoots where you need manual focus, this lens is also capable of using the linear focus setting on L-mount cameras like the S5 IIX. Sigma has designed this DG-DN 28-45mm f1.8 Art so well that it even surpasses the optical performance of both the DG-DN 24 f1.4 Art and 50mm f1.4 Art lenses. The DG-DN 28-45 f1.8 Art lens focuses and zooms internally, so you won't have an issue with the weight shifting while using a handheld gimbal. We use this camera in both a minimal setup and with a fully rigged out setup, and we found the weight distribution to be quite pleasant. When shooting in bright sun and wide open at f1.8, be sure to pack on the ND filtration. If you're using a camera like the Sony FX6, be sure to use the higher ND values or double up like we did in some cases. When we were shooting this bicycling footage, it was an overcast day and we were shooting ProRes RAW on all of these clips. We found that shooting between 6 and 8 stops of ND filtration was adequate for what we needed. But during bright sunlight, we'd recommend something upwards of 10 stops. And like all Sigma lenses, this DG-DN 28-45mm f1.8 Art lens is manufactured to high standards in Aizu, Japan. If you want to make the Sigma DG-DN 28-45mm f1.8 Art part of your kit, visit any of our physical locations or online at bedfords.com.